am totally having a flashback. I remember totally having a crush on the guy that played Joe, like the owner, Wishbone's owner, back in the day. Yeah. Oh, looking back now though, his hair is just terrible. It's so terrible. But back then, in the 90s, it was all it was all the rage. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cmoore, and this is Cmoore-Books. Welcome to a new location. This is my living room. I'm out here because my living room has my better TV. And part of today's vlog is gonna involve the TV. So if you watch my TV ring toss for July, if you haven't, I will put it down below. There were some interesting things that happened in that one. I will not spoil it for you, but yeah, I did some special things. I'll leave it at that. But this is one of the books that I chose. Wishbone Mysteries, The Disappearing Dinosaurs. And so the reason that I chose this one is because I have been wanting to do a vlog based on Wishbone. My sister sent me this meme. I'm gonna put it up here. I'm gonna have to remember it by heart. Some of you never learned classic literature from a dog, and it shows. My sister and I were classic Wishbone kids. I've had this book since I was a child. And I got from the library some Wishbone stuff that I'm gonna show some clips. I can't show everything, copyright stuff, but we got Wishbone, Paw of Thieves, Wishbone, the little dog with the big imagination, Wishbone and the Impossible Dream. This is inspired by the story Don Quixote, and Wishbone, Hunch Dog of Notre Dame, inspired by the Hunchback of Notre Dame. So yeah, I have just been wanting to relive some nostalgia of my childhood, and I hope that some of you out there remember Wishbone. Oh, I really enjoyed these books as a kid. I have 4 of these. I don't know why I never bought the whole series, but it's one of those things. Holy crap, this was so cheap back then. $3.99, folks. $3.99. Goodness, what has inflation done to us? But that's another subject for another time. So I'm gonna get started reading on this. Now we'll check back with some of my thoughts later. And then we'll get into some, I'll share some thoughts, maybe like midway. And then once I finish this, give my final thoughts on the books, and then we'll watch some Wishbone. And I'm hoping that it won't be cringe. Although I'm hoping I'll laugh more than cringe. Just the childhood nostalgia, so yeah. And I've always wanted a dog like Wishbone. Not gonna lie. And I'm not gonna lie, what kind of dog is Wishbone? I'll look that up and let you know in the next clip. And I shall check in with y'all once I'm a little ways into the book. Everyone, wanted to give a little update on Wishbone. About, oh my goodness, so sorry. It was not intentional at all. I'm about halfway through the book now. It's so cute. Oh, all the nostalgia, and I just love the little Wishbone pictures, the little drawings inside of the book. I think one of my favorite ones, let me find it. Because it was a little farther along than I remember. Okay, great. This one. Wishbone in the red chair, the iconic red chair. Even though the thing's in black and white. But still. Yeah. I end up getting distracted. Not being able to finish tonight or watch any Wishbone, but I shall watch some Wishbone tomorrow. Finish the book, watch some Wishbone, and thoroughly enjoy it. But I am really enjoying the book. So, oh, such childhood memories. So good. But I will check in with you all tomorrow with my final thoughts on this book. And I'm realizing that I don't remember, like, anything about this book. Like, I'm pretty sure I read this, like, multiple times as a kid. I'm pretty sure it's about to rain because I just heard thunder. So, yeah. Yeah, I thought I would really remember this, but no, nothing at all. It's pretty much gone. All I really remember is the cover, and that's it. So, it's like experiencing it all over again from, like, it's a brand new book, which is great, so. But yeah, check in with y'all tomorrow. I guess the baby, my dog right here, she would be totally doing this. He was already writing up a good score of, "Hi there, please give me your crust." My dog did that this morning with my toast, getting my crust. Hello. So, update, I have finished Wishbone Mysteries number 10, The Disappearing Bones. It was so cute. It was so fun. And I forgot, like, how much, like, the majority of the book is from the dog's perspective, and it's just adorable. And, like, all the little pictures with the dog, and I totally forgot, like, what breed this dog was, and it's a Jack Russell Terrier. Hey, Penelope, come here. Come here. Come here. She's looking at me like, you nuts. Come here. Come here. And my dog is part Jack Russell Terrier. She's a Jacoby, so she's part Beagle, part Jack Russell Terrier. So she's got all the jumping power of the Jack Russell Terrier with the hunting power of the Beagle. But I remember as a kid always wanting a Jack Russell Terrier, and I got my wish. So I gave it 5 stars, mostly out of childhood nostalgia. And honestly, I should have guessed the ending. I'm gonna blame it on it being a long week and me being tired. Because it was really obvious who it was. And like, yeah. But it's still really fun. I definitely want to read some of the other ones that I have, for sure. But I am so excited to start watching this. The DVD kind of already started, like, without my permission. Like, it's one of those ones that just, like, automatically plays if you let the opening, like, screen, like, run for too long. And started playing the theme song, and I was like, oh my gosh, I totally remember this. It's been, like, forever. We're talking, like, oh gosh, more than 20 years since I probably watched an episode of Wishbone. That doesn't make me feel old at all. yeah, it's totally fine. But let us get into Wishbone. I left the DVD of the one that I'm putting in first, Paw of Thieves. But let the childhood nostalgia wash over us all, or especially wash for me, because I'm gonna get the full effect. I'm gonna show some stuff, but yeah, unfortunately because of copyright, but I hope this will inspire you to go out and find some Wishbone items from the library, because that might be the only place you find them at this point, decades later. So yeah, let's get into it. Shake a leg now, Wishbone. Let's wag another tail. Sniffing out adventure with Wishbone on the trail. Come on, Wishbone. Like the legendary Robin Hood, champion of the underdog. The legends of Robin Hood started in England during the Middle Ages. In all the songs and stories of Robin Hood, his target is injustice. Legend has it that Robin Hood was once a wealthy nobleman, but he turned outlaw in order to help the poor and oppressed people of England. I warned you not to lie to me.
I've never seen that before. It must have accidentally been left there by the people who had the carriage before us. I just rented it this morning, truly. Don't hurt me.
Well then, we'll just take it and make sure it gets back to its rightful owner.
Thank you.
That pencil-pushing, food-wasting such and such.
Do I have to supervise this as well?
Oh, you want something to supervise. Try this!
Dog in the cafeteria, that's unsanitary. Come back here!
Pots! Who will buy my pots? Nice, unsuspicious pots for sale. How about you, dear lady? Here you are, Mum. Why don't you try this bowl? Yes, it is I, Robin Hood. Now go tell those who need it most to sample my pots.
No, Wishbone, you can't go to school.
What? No, I'm a fourth grader here, really. Hey, don't let the dog suit fool you. I'm just practicing for the school play. Hey, open up! Mark my words. Someday I will eat lunch in school.
Oh my goodness, so I just finished the first one. So good. All the memories and totally having a flashback. I remember totally having a crush on the guy that played Joe, like the owner, Wishbone's owner back in the day. Yeah. Oh, looking back now though, his hair is just terrible. It's so terrible. But back then in the 90s, it was all the rage, you know? But now it ain't too pretty, you know? But yeah. Gonna continue on, enjoy some more. Let's get into it. Okay, so according to the back of this DVD, Wishbone the Little Dog with Big Imagination, this has like all the episodes of the other DVDs plus Journey to the Center of the Earth. Now I know what to flip to the end of the other DVDs. Gotta love it. Now I don't know which one I'm gonna choose next. This is hard. We're gonna go Don Quixote, because honestly, I don't remember what that's about. So that might be, I'll learn something, because I don't remember anything about Don Quixote. So,
now available on DVD.
Oh my gosh. Trailers for stuff back from the 90s. Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh, I can't even. There's Barney on here, like the original Barney. Not Barney before he looks like he went on steroids. And if you haven't seen it, I'll do my best to find a picture of that. I don't know what they did to Barney, but they done him dirty. And who wants to cuddle with that? No one. No one wants to cuddle with that. No one wants to cuddle with that at all. Sorry. I know I don't.
Don Quixote and Sancho Panza are the main characters in the book, Don Quixote, by Miguel Cervantes. Ooh, I like that. It was written in two parts. The first part in 1605 and the second part in 1615. The story starts out in the quiet countryside of La Mancha, Spain, where Don Quixote lived. When Don Quixote had nothing to do, which was most of the time, he took to reading. He read everything he could find about medieval knights and their fantastic adventures.
Hey, a book shall be written about my adventures, the exploits of the great knight of La Mancha. But first things first, I need my armor.
Sancho Panza, at your service, sir.
I want to offer you a job.
Part-time, full-time, salary, benefits? Don Quixote and Sancho Panza became famous throughout Spain. Everywhere they stopped along the road, people had heard of them, but everybody loved to hear of their strange adventures.
Okay, so I just finished the second episode, the Don Quixote one. I feel like dude had dementia, not gonna lie, or something. Maybe a tumor. All was not right upstairs, but he had a good time, is all I'm gonna say. He had a good time. Don Quixote was living his dream. He was seeing things, but dude was living his dream. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna take a pause from this, unload some groceries, and then watch the Hunchback of Notre... Oh, the Hunch Dog of Notre Dame.
And I am a professional. Who needs wheels to go left? Go right! Or even jump! Try that with wheels. No one's paying attention. Hunchback of Notre Dame by Victor Hugo. The story takes place in 1482 in the city of Paris. Quasimodo is a lonely hunchback who lives in the Cathedral of Notre Dame. He's the bell ringer, so he spends most of his time high up in the cathedral tower. He has no friends, and his only joy is the ringing of the bells. I need to get out more. I can't spend my whole life in a tower. Hi.
Hey, look at this. We've got the Beauty and the Beast.
Get it. You like her.
I must have her. You will get her for me.
Ooh. My master is, how shall I say this, extremely troubled.
Or else.
On the other hand, you're a reasonably attractive man with only partial male pattern baldness. I mean, what's not to like? Oh boy.
Well, maybe she likes him.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, likes him. Like a boyfriend.
Boyfriend? Nathaniel? No way.
Well, it was just a thought. I'm probably wrong. See you later.
He's not her boyfriend. You gotta admit, she's never acted like this before.
Oh boy. These guys are really bad off. Be gone or I'll denounce you.
Well, die then.
Come on. We'll be safe in the cathedral.
Stop. I am your master.
Not anymore. Give me, coming through. Make way, people. Escape in progress. Make way.
So I just finished the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and oh my goodness, I you never realize until like because like they tell it from like the classic, like what happened in the actual story. You never realize how much like Disney really adds in the movies, you know? And you kind of miss the talking gargoyles and all that jazz, you know? It's kind of fun, but yeah, still good times. 3 down, 1 to go. Last one, Journey to the Center of the Earth, which I did not know I was gonna have. So all in all, it has been a wonderful trip down memory lane. So let's go on to the final episode, and I'll give you my final thoughts on all things Wishbone.
So, this is what it means to be bored. Let's see. I've counted all the ceiling tiles, I've buried everything I own, and I've checked the house several times for intruders. What I need is some genuine, tail-wagging, nose-sniffing excitement. Ah! We're under attack! Oh, it's a tree?
Digging machine.
You know why dogs love digging? It's because we're driven to find out what lies below. Every dig is an adventure. Like the novel, A Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. This science fiction fantasy takes place in the summer of 1863. And where do they begin? Inside a volcano.
Ancient pottery, tools, even animal fossils right under the ground we walk on every day. Yeah, but this is Oakdale, not Egypt or some really old place like that.
They just missed out on being snacks for a sea monster.
But it's far too big to be destroyed by just a pickaxe or crowbar.
Then it is useless. What is it? I believe that we may have made a mistake. If my calculations are correct, we may have unleashed the volcano. And they ate dinner.
Don't forget the Civil War.
Of course.
Yes, lots of soldiers eating dinner.
Okay, so I just finished the last episode, Journey to the Center of the Earth, which is another book that I honestly have not read. But I would like to. I have read Robin Hood, but the other 3 classics I have not. But I know I have watched all of these in the past. But I was just going down memory lane, and it's been a good time reading my Wishbone book and watching these episodes. I hope for any of you Wishbone fans out there, I hope I am not alone, and that remembering this part of childhood on PBS. So good. But yeah, such a good time. And this has been such a good way to spend my Friday evening. Watching Wishbone. Living the dream, you know? Yeah. The only thing is the CGI. The Center of the Earth one, the CGI with the dinosaur coming out of the lake. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so terrible, but it's so funny all at the same time. I'm sure as a kid I was like, that's amazing that they were able to do that. And now I'm like, that looks so bad and fake. How did they get away with that? But still fun. Still so fun. just in these episodes, because this looks like these episodes are from season 1, because like Joe and David look so much older on this cover versus in these episodes. So yeah, but I hope you have enjoyed and that this has sparked your interest. Maybe watch some Wishbone or pick up some Wishbone books if you can find them. Maybe the library, thrift books, wherever you can find them. I might pick up some more via thrift books after I read the other 3 that I own, because for some reason I only own 4 of them, and I don't think they're sequential either. Don't ask me how that happened. I can't explain it to you, because that was quite a while ago. But yeah, definitely a good time. Remember, you never really learn the classics quite like learning them from Wishbone, you know? And if you haven't learned the classics from a dog, it shows. It really does. Also want to say, remember who you are and where you live. I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.